Since 2019, the Buddhist Association of Canada, Shamshan Temple, has faced various challenges, including the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. Our temple has followed public health measures by locking down multiple times, along with the interruption in our construction progress at Wutaishan Buddhist Garden in Canada. Despite all the challenges, we continue our mission in propagating Buddhism in Canada. Currently, the Wutaishan Buddhist Garden is among one of the largest iconic Chinese Buddhist monasteries in North America. University of Toronto is a world-renowned educational institution. On May 12, 2022, Venerable Daishi was invited to join the convocation ceremony for master and doctrinal graduates at Emmanuel College of University of Toronto. Venerable Daishi is the pioneer monk, wearing a red cassia for the ordained, making a remarkable presence at the University of Toronto's convocation ceremony. This marks the presence of Chinese Mahayana Buddhism, leading its way to Canada's higher educational institutions. In 2020, the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic hits the world. Despite multiple lockdowns, we have proactively mobilized our resources towards the relief of the pandemic. Since the outbreak locally in Canada, Shamshan Temple has immediately reached out to resources in China. PPE in large quantity were donated to various hospitals, health institutions, and senior homes in Toronto. On December 3, 2020, Venerable Daishi was invited by the Prime Minister of Canada in joining a cross-Canada multi-faith conversation with faith leaders of all walks. After 8 years' journey of overcoming challenges, the consecration ceremony of Wutaishan Buddhist Garden in Canada took place on October 5, 2019, where over 27,000 attendees have witnessed this once-in-a-lifetime historic moment. On October 6, 2022, another milestone was reached by completing the Hall of Guanyin at Wutaishan. Fuwei Temple in Vancouver was donated to Shamshan in 2022, establishing the links between our Buddhist communities from the east to the west coast of Canada. With the application of various digital and social platforms, Shamshan Temple has established its virtual Dharma Hall by sharing Buddhist Dharma online. In the past 4 years, Shamshan has diligently continued its mission of propagating Buddhism. The number of disciples take refuge has increased even during the severely impacted year of 2021. Since its establishment in 2012, Shamshan's Chinese Buddhist class has nourished many children. This has not only planted the seeds of wisdom, but also helped build their sense of pride and belongings towards Chinese culture. In the past 4 years, Venerable Dai has published 2 books through the Religion Cultural Publishing House in Beijing, China. Living at Ease and The Awakening of Life are also published in audio format and circulated globally. Since 2005, Shamshan Temple has hosted annual one-day meditation retreats, attracting many meditation followers to participate. Frequent visits from Canadian federal ministers, provincial premier, mayor of the city, and Toronto police officers took place as they learned on the method and the culture of meditation. Shamshan explored on an innovative care model for seniors. We collaborate with professionally operated senior institutions to provide monastics with the necessary medical care and support for a better quality of living in their golden years. In the past decade, Shamshan has produced healthy, plant-based mooncakes in celebration of the Mid-Autumn Festival. Mooncakes are delivered to the seniors in person year after year. In September 2022, 3 senior home facilities have shown their recognition to Shamshan Temple for our contribution and support towards elders in Toronto. Through the years, Shamshan Temple has maintained continuous dialogue and communication with all walks of life. On May 12, 2022, Venerable Daisy, along with spiritual leaders from the United Church and Islamic faith, visited the University of Toronto. Canadian federal members of Parliament have also visited Shamshan Temple during various occasions. Delegations of retired teachers from Ontario and social workers from the Ministry of Education have also visited us. As the leader of Chinese Mahayana Buddhism in Canada, Venerable Dai continues to participate in various international religious exchange. The second China-US-Canada Buddhist Forum was held in the headquarters of United Nations in October 2019. During the same year, Venerable Daisy also joined meetings at the World Buddhist Center Council. Venerable Daisy continues to leave his footprint globally in the propagation of Dharma. On behalf of the Buddhist Association of Canada, Shamshan Temple, we thank you for your continuous support. May the 4 sacred Buddhist gardens in Canada be successfully developed in the near future.